You're deep in the woods, miles from civilization, with only the sound of crunching leaves under your boots and the occasional rustle of wind through the trees. The air feels heavier, the shadows seem darker, and an unsettling sense creeps over you when someone or something is watching. For countless hikers, this isn't just a fleeting fear, it's reality. From ghostly figures appearing on foggy trails to mysterious whispers in the dead of night, these are the 20 most chilling and unexplainable encounters hikers have ever experienced. Get ready to question whether the wilderness is truly empty. Mysterious goat. While hiking through the lush forests of Rio de Janeiro, a man stumbled upon an unusual sight, a lone goat meandering near the trees. Odd, considering goats aren't native to the area. Intrigued, he recorded the moment, thinking little of it at the time. But when he reviewed the footage later, his curiosity turned to dread. In the background, barely visible, was a figure almost translucent, shrouded in darkness. The chilling discovery left him questioning what, or who, he had unknowingly crossed paths with that day. Scream, a YouTuber, psychosocial, was enjoying a calm day fishing in his boat when an eerie noise shattered the peace. The birds around him suddenly took flight, clearly disturbed.
I'm going over there. I need to hear whatever the hell is happening over there. Hey, do y'all hear that screaming? Is that something I should be, like, worried about? Whew. I think my day's about to be ruined. Are you okay?
What the hell is that noise? He muttered, scanning the area. Curiosity got the better of him. I need to figure out what's going on over there, he said, rowing toward the unsettling sound. As he got closer, he shouted, "Hey, do y'all hear that? Is that screaming? Should I be worried about this?" His peaceful outing was quickly turning into something far more unsettling. Rowing toward the source of the noise, Psychosocial was met with an eerie silence. There was nothing there. Confused, he decided to call the police, who also searched but couldn't locate any sign of trouble or figure out where the sound had come from. Later, a sharp-eyed commenter pointed out something chilling. The noise sounded like a woman screaming in Spanish, "They're killing me." If someone really was in danger that day near Fort Worden, one can only hope they got the help they needed. Civil War, a YouTube user named Roller, recently visited the historic Manassas battlefield in Virginia, capturing some intriguing footage near the site of the old Henry house. This house, famously tied to the tragic story of 84-year-old Judith Henry, who was bedridden and killed during the Civil War when Union artillery shells struck her home, has long been a site of somber history. While filming near a small black fence marking the graves of Miss Henry and her family, Roller noticed nothing unusual during the visit. However, upon reviewing the video later, they spotted something spine-chilling. A woman dressed in white calmly walking along the fence. There were no reenactments or other visitors in the area that day, and the mysterious figure wasn't seen by anyone present during the filming. Skeptics have suggested that the woman could simply be a passerby, but the family behind the video insists she wasn't there at the time. Could this be a ghostly appearance of Miss Henry herself, forever tied to the tragic events of that fateful day? Or is it something more explainable? The debate continues, but one thing's for sure: this eerie sighting has left viewers with chills. In the middle of the woods. While hiking through the stillness of the woods, a man stumbled upon something that sent a chill down his spine. A young girl in a blue dress darted past, running alone, but as he watched, something about her movements felt off. Instead of running like any child would, she seemed to hop, her strides unnatural and disjointed. When she slowed and turned toward him, her face made his stomach drop. It looked strange, almost otherworldly, as though it wasn't quite human. A deep unease washed over him. Was this truly a child? Or something far more sinister, perhaps a shapeshifter, or an animal cloaked in a human-like disguise? Numbers. In 2006, two brothers set off on a camping trip in British Columbia, expecting nothing more than the peace of the wilderness. However, their adventure took a chilling turn. While exploring the enchanted forest near Tofino, one of them spotted something unusual in the distance.
Stay back!
"Wait, stay back. What the hell is that?" he exclaimed. At first, they thought it was a bear, a large dark figure moving among the trees. But as they focused, they realized it wasn't a bear at all. Panic set in, and the brothers quickly fled the area. 15 minutes later, they cautiously returned to the spot where the mysterious figure had been. Their camera rolled as they retraced their steps. "Okay, this is where we saw it," one of the brothers narrated, pointing toward a massive tree. "Right there. Let's check it out." As they scanned the ground, they stumbled upon something startling: enormous footprints embedded in the soil. "Look at this," one of them called out. "It ran that way, see that? Could this be a footprint?" The brothers described the figure they saw as towering, around 6 feet tall, hunched over, and moving eerily like a humanoid creature. While skeptics have suggested it could have been a giant black bear, the size and shape of the mysterious footprints have left others questioning. Could this have been an encounter with something far more elusive? Grim Reaper. A group of friends embarks on a road trip across America, craving adventure and unexpected detours. When they turn down a quiet, remote road, the serene atmosphere takes a chilling turn. Driving along the deserted path, something in the woods catches their attention.
The friends begin whispering nervously as the camera focuses on a black figure partially obscured by the trees. It seems to be watching them. As the car inches forward, the figure turns its body to follow them with its gaze, sending a wave of unease through the group.
See me? Hey, why that nigga came charge? He look like he finna throw that stick at your ass. Look at him. He got him bobbing back and forth.
A dark, shadowy figure standing eerily still on an abandoned railway track. It looks like something straight out of a nightmare, resembling the Grim Reaper itself. Wait, what is that? Can you see it? Is that a person? Someone stammers, their voice cracking with unease. The figure doesn't move, but its presence feels heavy and suffocating. Someone nervously jokes, "He's just gonna throw that stick at us, right? Right?" But as they creep closer, the figure's head slowly turns, locking its gaze on the car. It doesn't speak, it doesn't flinch, it just watches. Is he following us? Another whispers as the car inches forward. Heartbeats quicken. What did they just witness? Could this be a member of some sinister cult? Or is there a more terrifying explanation? One thing's certain, they won't forget this haunting encounter anytime soon. Naked Man. This eerie video, originally posted on Reddit by user Elon Spectre Doctor, has left viewers deeply unsettled. In the footage, a cyclist navigates a pitch-black forest at night. Only to stumble upon a pale, unclothed humanoid figure. The cyclist notices the figure but seems too terrified to approach it, let alone check if it's okay. With almost no context provided, Reddit commenters have been buzzing with theories. Could this be a person in distress, a sleepwalker, or perhaps something more paranormal? What's your take on this chilling clip? Creepy laugh. The video begins with Tim exploring a forest trail notorious for its strange occurrences.
He saw something poke its head back behind a tree. He didn't know what it was. Then he saw it. He said it looked like an elderly lady.
As he explains the details of the encounter, something eerie occurs.
What was that? Did you hear that?
All right, guys, Tim says, his tone uneasy. So, I got a call from Ray Gloom. He received this bizarre email from an anonymous sender. And, well, it gets weirder. Tim recounts how Ray heard unsettling laughter in the woods and caught a glimpse of something or someone peeking out from behind a tree. He said it looked like an elderly woman, Tim explains, his voice faltering as the chilling atmosphere around him grows heavier. But as Tim shares these eerie details, something strange happens. Snap. A chilling laugh echoes through the trees. Did you hear that? Tim freezes, his eyes scanning the dense forest. Another laugh pierces the silence, this time louder and more sinister. There it is again. Guys, I don't know if I should keep going, he whispers, his breath quickening. Suddenly, movement catches his eye. A shadowy figure steps out from behind a tree. Tim stumbles back, barely managing to keep his camera steady. What the heck is that? He stammers. The figure creeps closer, and the eerie sight sends shivers down his spine. It looks like an elderly woman, but something feels horribly off. Her movements are unnatural, and she's wearing a mask. Why is she out here? Tim's voice wavers as panic sets in. Is she trying to scare me? Or could this be connected to that email? Before Tim can piece it together, the figure inches closer, and the forest suddenly feels more claustrophobic than ever. Parka mother and her young daughter were enjoying a day at the park near a thick forest. As her daughter laughed and played, the mother captured the joyful moments on video. But it wasn't until she reviewed the footage later that she noticed something deeply unsettling. Behind her daughter, a strange face had appeared, its features eerily unnatural, almost mask-like. The mother, who later shared the video online, insisted they had been completely alone in the park that day, adding an even more chilling layer to the mysterious sighting. Grandfather or grandmother took a photo of her granddaughter during a trip. Everything seemed normal until she reviewed the pictures later. In the second photo, a shadowy figure materialized beside the girl, sparking an eerie thought in the grandmother's mind. She believes it could be the spirit of her late husband, watching over them. The figure seemed to mirror his posture, had a similar build, and even appeared to be dressed in the same clothes he once wore. Creepy woman. In a remote forest, a security camera at an isolated ranger's home captured something truly unsettling. For nearly 20 minutes, an unknown woman paced anxiously back and forth in front of the house. Then, as if on a mission, she quietly sneaked into the back. Hours later, the footage showed her wandering aimlessly back into the woods, disoriented and confused, her movements strange, almost as though she were under the influence of something. But what was this woman doing out there, alone in the woods in the dead of night? Utah, Bigfoot. During the summer of 2011, a group of friends set out for a camping trip in the remote mountains of Utah, eager for days of fishing and target shooting. But their adventure took a chilling turn. As they explored deeper into the forest, they spotted movement among the trees. What they saw left them frozen in place, a large, mysterious creature, covered in brown hair, lurking just beyond their reach. Before they could get a closer look, it vanished into the dense wilderness, leaving behind only questions. To this day, they've never seen it again. Man on Woods on a remote road. Known for strange sightings, a group of friends encountered something truly unsettling. High atop a truck, loaded with logs from the forest, a shadowy, unsettling figure sat in eerie silence. The video's poor clarity only adds to the mystery, leaving viewers feeling a chill of unease. But what could this strange presence be? A ghostly apparition? Or is there a more logical explanation lurking in the shadows? Stalked. While hiking through a remote forest, a man was on the hunt for the perfect campsite. As he ventured deeper into the woods, an unsettling sensation crept over him, like someone or something was watching him.
There's something. Whoa, guys, right there, guys. What? And it moved. Should I approach it? Holy, I knew it. Guys, I knew this because I had this gut feeling, man, that I was being watched when I come out earlier. And this is a hot spot right here, guys. Right there, guys. What the? All right. I got him, guys. I'm zoomed all the way in. He's watching me. What, guys? Oh my God.
Then out of nowhere, he captured this moment on camera. Whoa. Right there. Guys, look at this. His voice trembled. It moved. Should I get closer? I don't know, man. I just knew it. I had this gut feeling earlier that I wasn't alone. And now, this. Guys, this is a known hotspot. Look right there. As he zoomed in, the chilling reveal came into focus. Oh my God. He's watching me. What is that? Through the lens, a dark figure stood partially concealed behind the trees, its presence unmistakable. What or who it was remains a mystery, leaving viewers with more questions than answers. Scary person. This disturbing image was captured by a hunter on his trail camera. This was a chilling image captured by the trail camera showing a mysterious figure standing motionless, staring directly into the lens. Adding to the eerie scene, a startled deer can be seen gazing at the figure, almost as if it too senses something unsettling. What makes this sight even more disturbing is that the hunter revealed this location is miles away from any town or settlement. The presence of this person lurking so late at night raises more questions than answers. Who are they? And why are they there? Ritual Officer Ben Malik was on patrol when something caught his eye, a shadowy figure lingering on the side of the road. As he drew closer, he realized the woman appeared to be starting a fire, compelling him to pull over and investigate. But what he saw next was beyond unsettling. Her face seemed to be burning, almost as if she were in the middle of a bizarre ritual. Despite the eerie scene, Officer Malik arrested the woman. To this day, what truly unfolded that night remains shrouded in mystery. Ghost. This security guard was working the night shift when something downright bizarre happened. I swear I saw it. I saw that wee, clear as day, and then it just vanished over there.
Look at I saw that shit. I saw that shit. See, I saw that shit. And I'm like, and then it disappeared over there by the desk. And I was like, okay. So I looked at the camera. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna calm down. So I wanted to tell the camera.
The guard recounted, still visibly shaken. I tried to stay calm, but man, I checked the cameras and I'm like, y'all see that react too, right? I'm not crazy. You saw it. In the footage, a translucent figure emerges, seemingly floating above him before gliding toward the door. Was this an actual ghost? To this day, the guard can't explain what he saw that night, but the experience has left him questioning reality. Sighting. While this family was enjoying a peaceful stay in their secluded cabin, their security camera picked up something that would send chills down your spine. If you look closely at some figures running and also look closely again, you could see some of those figures when they jumped over the fence, it became motionless. Could these figures be ghosts? Or is there another supernatural force at work? While a man was filming his friend struggling to free a car stuck in the snow on a winding mountain road in Romania, something peculiar caught his eye in the forest. As the camera zoomed in, a large, hairy figure could be seen walking upright in the distance. Its appearance bore a striking resemblance to the legendary Bigfoot, a creature famously linked to North America. This jaw-dropping sighting sparks an intriguing question. Could Bigfoot's domain extend to Eastern Europe? Or is there another explanation behind this mysterious figure? Ouija. A young explorer from Argentina takes his audience on a chilling live stream as he ventures into an allegedly haunted cemetery.
Miren este. Wow, miren este. Me voy a alejar un poco de esta zona porque me pone muy nervioso el sonido de afuera.
Things take a sinister turn when he stumbles upon a child's grave resting.
Bueno, amigos y amigas, me van a disculpar, la verdad me van a disculpar, lo siento mucho, pero creo que voy a proceder a llevarme esta ouija. Son gotas de sangre coaguladas, se nota. Lo siento mucho por ustedes, pero esto solo me puede pasar una vez en un millón. Voy a intentar sacar una bolsa y me voy a llevar esto. Lo siento, amigos, lo siento mucho. Voy a cargar con la bolsa. No. Oh. ¿Se escucha? Dígame si se ve bien. ¿Se escucha? ¿Se ve bien? Dígame por favor si volvió la imagen. Estoy llevando el audio. Sí, se ve bien. Capaz hicieron algo que se vean pasar. Se ve y se escucha repiola. Lo siento, amigos, lo siento. Acá está el puntero. No sé cómo agarrarlo. Ya fue con la mano. No, los perros. Dígame si se escucha bien, ¿se ve bien? Lo siento, amigos, lo siento.
There's a blood-smeared Ouija board surrounded by eerie, decaying dolls. As panic sets in, he decides to leave. But just before escaping, his flashlight catches a fleeting glimpse of a shadowy figure resembling a nun. Oblivious to the ghostly presence, he rushes out unharmed, leaving viewers to wonder what might have been lurking in the darkness. Each of these encounters is a stark reminder of the risks and mysteries that come with exploring the wild. Always be prepared, stay alert, and respect nature. Have you ever had a hiking experience that sent chills down your spine? Share your story in the comments below. Imagine you're deep in the woods, miles from civilization, with only the sound of crunching leaves under your boots and the occasional rustle of wind through the trees. The air feels heavier, the shadows seem darker, and an unsettling sense creeps over you when someone or something is watching. For countless hikers, this isn't just a fleeting fear, it's reality. From ghostly figures appearing on foggy trails to mysterious whispers in the dead of night, these are the 20 most chilling and unexplainable encounters hikers have ever experienced. Get ready to question whether the wilderness is truly empty or if it's teeming with the paranormal. Haunted Street. On November 13th, 2023, at exactly 3:25 a.m., a camper sat in bed, engrossed in a game of bingo on their laptop. The quiet of the night was shattered by a faint, eerie sound drifting from outside a horse's distant neigh. The haunting cry echoed across the campsite, once a bustling horse farm, but now eerily abandoned. Gripped by curiosity, they grabbed their phone to record. As they pointed it toward the darkness, a chilling sight emerged, a ghostly white figure materializing out of the shadows. This wasn't the campers' first unsettling experience at the infamous farmhouse, a site steeped in tales of paranormal activity, but it was the first time they captured something, this spine-tingling on camera. Ghost. Imagine you were just driving to where you want to camp, and you saw a ghost. Would you turn back? This man was driving down an old abandoned road on his way to his camping site when suddenly he spotted something terrifying. A figure in a white dress was crossing the road ahead. As the man steps out of his car to investigate, he's greeted by nothing but an oppressive shroud of darkness. Was it a person he saw, or something far more sinister? And if it was a person, what could compel someone to wander alone so late at night in the heart of a desolate forest? Camping gone wrong. A camper decided to document her outdoor adventure for a YouTube video. Capturing every moment of her trip. But as she reviewed the footage during editing, she noticed something chilling, a faint movement outside her window. At the time, she brushed off the uneasy feeling, but now, watching it back, everything clicks. That shadowy movement remains a mystery. Was it a person lurking nearby, an animal passing through, or something far more supernatural? Utah Bigfoot. During the summer of 2011, a group of friends set out for a camping trip in the remote mountains of Utah, eager for days of fishing and target shooting. But their adventure took a chilling turn. As they explored deeper into the forest, they spotted movement among the trees. What they saw left them frozen in place, a large, mysterious creature, covered in brown hair, lurking just beyond their reach. Before they could get a closer look, it vanished into the dense wilderness, leaving behind only questions. To this day, they've never seen it again. Spirits A. Camper in the UK was driving down a quiet road just after 5 a.m. when they saw something unusual. A lone figure stood frozen in the middle of the road, completely unfazed by the glaring headlights piercing through the darkness. Whispers abound that these eerie apparitions could be the spirits of those who lost their lives in tragic accidents along this stretch, forever trapped in a single haunting moment in time. Blimp. On October 10th, 2023, a traffic stop turned into a terrifying event for a police officer.
Any drugs or alcohol in the vehicle?
No, of course not.
All right. Sit tight, sir. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Your registration is What the?
Sarah?
What the heck?
Sarah?
3201.
Any drugs or alcohol in the vehicle? No. Of course not. All right, sit tight, sir. I'll be right back. In the blink of an eye, a girl named Sarah vanished without a trace. The dash cam footage revealed no open doors, no signs of anyone nearby, nothing to suggest how she disappeared. From that moment forward, Sarah was simply gone. The police hit a dead end, unable to uncover her identity. To this day, the mystery of who Sarah truly was remains unsolved. Room 209. A hotel security manager in Illinois was shocked when he submitted eerie paranormal footage to the local police.
And there's reports of screaming coming from that room. Amy, he's on his way down there right now. What's going on, John?
After receiving multiple complaints of blood-curdling screams coming from room 209, he decided to investigate. The strange part? No one was checked into that room. Concerned, the manager radioed his team. "John, do you copy? The screams are coming from 209, but it's supposed to be empty. Can you confirm?" Amy, another team member, responded, "That room is vacant. No one's checked in, but I'm hearing the screams too." John, now alarmed, decided to check it out, despite warnings to wait for the police. Moments later, his voice came back over the radio, trembling. "Amy, call the cops now."
Amy, John's gonna enter the room real quick just to check, make sure, see what's going on. Wait one.
There's no one in here, but the room, it's completely trashed. The furniture is flipped, the carpet's ripped up, and the shower is running. There's no explanation for this. As John stepped inside, something truly chilling happened. A white shadow darted out of the room, captured clearly on video. Some witnesses insist it was a single spirit, while others claim they saw multiple entities leaving. Over the years, Room 209 has been the source of countless reports of strange noises and unexplainable activity. But this recording remains the most compelling evidence of paranormal activity. What haunts Room 209? The mystery lingers. Night shift. This security guard was working the night shift when something downright bizarre happened. I swear I saw it. I saw that Y, clear as day, and then it just vanished over there, the guard recounted, still visibly shaken. I tried to stay calm, but man, I checked the cameras and I'm like, y'all see that ECs too, right? I'm not crazy. You saw it.
I saw that shit. And I'm like, and then it disappeared over there by the desk. And I'm like, okay. So I looked at the camera, I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna calm down. So I wanted to tell the camera, y'all see that shit? Y'all saw that shit, right? I'm telling CHA, did y'all see that?
In the footage, a translucent figure emerges, seemingly floating above him before gliding toward the door. Was this an actual ghost? To this day, the guard can't explain what he saw that night, but the experience has left him questioning reality. Two officers were investigating in the dark after receiving reports from a passerby about a strange creature near the road. That's when they encountered something terrifying. Instinctively, they stumbled backward, gripped by an overwhelming wave of fear. When they finally mustered the courage to return and investigate the area, they were met with nothing, no trace, no explanation, just an eerie emptiness. You are not alone. On the chilling night of November 22, 2022, police officers were dispatched to a notorious house with a reputation for paranormal activity. After confirming the house was empty, they instructed the anxious homeowner to remain outside while they conducted a thorough search. But as the officers stepped inside, the eerie atmosphere thickened. Strange, inexplicable events began unfolding. Doors slammed shut without warning, prompting one officer to suggest it might be the wind. Yet the unsettling noises that followed defied any rational explanation.
Police! Anyone inside, make yourself known.
As they climbed the stairs, one officer felt an unsettling presence, even though he was alone upstairs.
Downstairs clear.
Police, is anyone inside? Make yourself known, one officer called out as they cautiously ascended the creaking staircase. That's when it hit, a disturbing sensation, as if someone or something was right there with him, even though he was visibly alone. Downstairs is clear, echoed from below, but the officer upstairs couldn't shake the gnawing unease. His breathing quickened, and his growing fear was evident. After an exhaustive search revealed nothing out of the ordinary, the officers finally left the house. Yet, as they walked away, a chilling feeling lingered, like unseen eyes were still watching their every move. Birthday went wrong. A young woman and her best friend were camping in the forest to celebrate a birthday. As they enjoyed the festivities, she accidentally captured this. Out of nowhere, a face emerged behind her best friend. Her raw, unfiltered reaction makes it nearly impossible to believe this was planned. But the real question is, what did they capture? Ella was swimming in a river in the Philippines when she accidentally filmed something strange. While underwater, a pair of legs mysteriously appeared behind her, but when the camera dipped back beneath the surface just moments later, they were gone. Ella jura que estaba sola en el agua y no tiene explicación para la visión espeluznante. Some viewers believe she should dig into the area's history, suggesting the legs might belong to a ghostly presence from someone who drowned there. Could there be a supernatural story hiding beneath the surface? Swing. A man was driving through a wooded area at 3:30 a.m. when he spotted this. A pale figure sat on a swing, its ghostly silhouette swaying gently in the stillness of the night. Who could possibly be out here, swinging at such an eerie hour? Could it have been a ghost? Bones, someone was walking through the forest when they discovered something peculiar. At first glance, they thought it was a deer skeleton, but as they looked closer, they realized it was something entirely different. A human-like figure lay curled in a fetal position, but something about it was deeply unsettling. Its neck stretched unnaturally long, its head twisted into a bizarre, alien shape, and its limbs defied anything we've ever seen in nature. This couldn't possibly belong to any creature we know, could it? Site 422. On July 8th, 2023, chilling body cam footage surfaced, showing an officer encountering what appeared to be paranormal activity during a routine noise complaint investigation at an infamous abandoned property. Site 422? I'm at Site 422, the officers heard saying. This place definitely gives off some creepy vibes. What started as a standard check quickly spiraled into a spine-chilling ordeal. The footage revealed strange movements within the house, and at one point, a distinct shadow appeared in the window, sending shivers down the spine of anyone watching. To make matters worse, the officer reported hearing eerie, unexplainable sounds echoing from the distance. I keep seeing shadows walking by. What the officer murmured in disbelief, his voice trembling. Whether the officer fled the scene or pressed on with the investigation remains a mystery, but the unsettling footage raises more questions than answers. Ritual Officer Ben Malik was on patrol when something caught his eye. A shadowy figure lingering on the side of the road. As he drew closer, he realized the woman appeared to be starting a fire, compelling him to pull over and investigate. But what he saw next was beyond unsettling. Her face seemed to be burning, almost as if she were in the middle of a bizarre ritual. Despite the eerie scene, Officer Malik arrested the woman. To this day, what truly unfolded that night remains shrouded in mystery. Haunted playground. While camping, Misty Rain stumbled upon a spine-chilling scene at the deserted playground. The swings, eerily abandoned, moved back and forth on their own. There was no wind, no people, just the relentless creak of the chains cutting through the silence. Even after standing there for a while, Misty noticed the swings didn't lose momentum, as if some unseen force was pushing them. Was it a ghostly presence? A strange weather anomaly? Whatever it was, The unsettling sight was enough to send shivers down anyone's spine. Ghost Girl. While exploring an abandoned churchyard in Estall, UK, a hiker had an encounter that sent chills down his spine. Out of the corner of his eye, he kept catching glimpses of what appeared to be a ghostly little girl. Gripped by both curiosity and fear, he pulled out his camera to see if his mind was playing tricks on him. As he turned the camera toward her, the eerie figure seemed to vanish into thin air. When he panned back, she was gone completely. The hiker never saw her again, leaving him to wonder if he'd just witnessed something supernatural. Scream, a Michigan man set out to film a relaxing ASMR video during a serene walk through the woods. But what started as a tranquil stroll quickly turned into a spine-chilling ordeal when he stumbled upon an abandoned part of the forest and was met with a blood-curdling scream echoing through the trees. The scream could send a chill down your spine. What could be that sound? The hiker thought he could have been a Bigfoot, or was it something far more sinister? Ghost. A group of friends ventured into an abandoned house hidden deep within the eerie woods of Japan. The video starts with shaky footage of crumbling, decayed rooms, but then, without them noticing, they unknowingly capture something chilling on camera. Suddenly, a pale, ghostly hand emerges from the shadows, gripping the edge of the wall, only to vanish as quickly as it appeared. Undeterred, the explorers push further into the house, oblivious to the sinister presence lurking in the darkness. As the camera pans past a doorway, it briefly catches the haunting glimpse of a face. No one knew how the night ended for the explorers. It forever remained a mystery. Each of these encounters is a stark reminder of the risks and mysteries that come with exploring the wild. Always be prepared, stay alert, and respect nature. Have you ever had a hiking experience that sent chills down your spine? Share your story in the comments below. Imagine trekking through the wilderness, surrounded by nothing but towering trees and the distant calls of wildlife. Everything seems normal until you stumble upon something so bizarre, so unexplainable, that even if you told the story, no one would believe you. But thanks to one hiker's quick reflexes and a camera in hand, the world now has proof of something straight out of a nightmare. From chilling encounters to mind-bending phenomena, this is the footage that will leave you questioning reality. Hiking gone wrong. A man was hiking in the rain in East China province when he experienced a life-threatening accident. He lost his footing and tumbled off the cliff, but just as disaster seemed inevitable, a sturdy tree broke his fall, saving him from what could have been a life-altering injury or worse. Someone is behind you. In a creepy photograph taken by his mother 17 years ago in the photo, his mother and two cousins are standing in a wooded area behind their family home. A shadowy figure lurks in the distance, sending chills down the spine. Strangely, the mother, who was alone with her cousins that day, insists she didn't see anyone near the edge of the woods. What deepens the mystery is that the only way to access that eerie spot would have been either through the house and garden or across a cow-filled field. Who or what could have made it there unseen? Ghost. Imagine you were just driving to where you want to camp and you saw a ghost. Would you turn back? This man was driving down an old abandoned road on his way to his camping site when suddenly he spotted something terrifying. A figure in a white dress was crossing the road ahead. As the man steps out of his car to investigate, he's greeted by nothing but an oppressive shroud of darkness. Was it a person he saw or something far more sinister? And if it was a person, what could compel someone to wander alone so late at night in the heart of a desolate forest? Sasquatch, a wildlife videographer, Bruce, ventured to Canada's Sunshine Coast, a hot spot for Bigfoot sightings, after a local shared their chilling encounter with the elusive Sasquatch. Intrigued, Bruce set out with his family to explore the mysterious terrain. While hiking, they heard eerie, unexplainable sounds echoing through the trees. Sensing an opportunity, Bruce began filming, though the bright daylight made it difficult to capture details clearly at the moment. But later, as he reviewed the footage back at home, his heart raced. There, crouched behind a tree, was a shadowy figure that he believed could be the legendary Sasquatch. Ritual Kazi, Danny Dorito, and Ali H. embark on a thrilling adventure to investigate a possible haunting in a dense forest and an old eerie house. As they delve deeper into the unknown, they stumble upon something chilling.
What the hell is this?
Bro, look at this.
What the hell is this? Yo, be careful. What?
Yo, you got a satellite dish right there?
Somebody tried to do a ritual here.
Yo, there's some pickles.
Yeah, people have been here before.
Candles.
Bro, the
mirror
food here is still closed.
Look, yo, there's papers. Look.
Yo, Ali, I'll give you $5 if you eat this.
What is it?
It's ramen noodles.
Nah, that's carbs. I can't have that.
Kazi.
Bro, I got. By the way, look, I got scratched by the stupid thorns.
I just don't know why.
I think it's gonna be poison ivy, bro.
What the hell is this, bro? Look at this, Kazi exclaims, eyes wide. So be careful, Danny warns, inspecting the strange scene. Before them lies evidence of a ritual, a bizarre setup with scattered candles, peculiar symbols, and ominous papers. Somebody definitely tried to do a ritual here, Ali mutters, picking up a piece of paper. Danny grins mischievously. Yo, Ali, $5 if you eat this. Ali recoils. What is it? Nah, bro, I can't. That's carbs, I'm cutting carbs. He suddenly winces, rubbing his arm. Stupid thorns, I think I just brushed against poison ivy. But their attention quickly returns to the ritual site. The remnants suggest it was abandoned in haste. Curiosity gets the better of them, and they decide to finish the incantation written on the paper. As the last word leaves their lips, something unexplainable happens. Bro, what the Ali stammers. A sense of unease washes over them. Deciding they've had enough, the group quickly leaves the ritual site and begins the trek back home. But the forest doesn't let them go quietly. Yo, you're imagining things, Al, Kazi says, trying to brush off Ali's paranoia. No, I swear I saw something, Ali insists. Suddenly, a shadow moves between the trees. Step back, Danny shouts, his voice trembling.
No, bro, you're seeing things, Ali. You're seeing things.
I'm not seeing anything. Bro, there's literally nothing.
Oh my god. Where? Step back. Hello?
Hello? Who's there? Kazi yells into the dark. A figure lurks in the distance, barely visible before disappearing into the shadows. Was it the person behind the ritual, or something far more sinister? The mystery deepens, and one thing is clear: this haunting is far from over. Ghost in the Woods. A man reviewing footage from his trail camp placed on private property came across something deeply unsettling. A mysterious gray figure drifts through the forest, its movements eerily unnatural. It wanders without direction, occasionally kneeling before rising again, as if lost in an unseen ritual. Some whisper that it's the restless spirit of someone who met their end in these woods, while others dismiss it as nothing more than a person in a ghostly disguise. But with no clear answers, the question remains, what truly lurks among the trees? Bear in a cave in a snowy forest. During the day, a man stumbled upon a dark cave nestled among the trees. To his surprise, he spotted a large bear lurking in the shadows. Just as he decided to leave, the camera suddenly cut off, leaving us wondering if the bear come out of the cave. But that stare was a death stare. I just hope they made it alive or so. Cryptid monster. This person was hiking when something truly unexpected happened. A bizarre figure suddenly emerged from behind the pipeline, darting into view. The creature's hunched, hairless body was entirely exposed, its eerie movements sending chills down the spine. It sprinted with unsettling agility, its hands nearly grazing the ground with each stride. To this day, the true identity of what or who this man crossed paths with remains a chilling enigma. Hitanschai. Now imagine you are at home chilling and the next thing you thought of was to go climb a mountain.
Oh, shit.
This man decided to walk the Satan's Ridge. The path is a razor-thin trail carved into the edge of a cliff, where even the slightest misstep could send you plummeting into the abyss. With sheer drops on both sides and fierce winds howling against him, every step becomes a nerve-wracking test of balance and courage. Creepy eyes in a tree. His camera walks through a snowy landscape following mysterious footprints. The footprints lead to a lone tree where they split down the middle. When he looks up, he sees two eyes watching him. The eyes are low and far apart, suggesting it might be an animal, possibly an owl. However, it was strange. What could have been that figure? British Bigfoot. A couple was hiking along a logging road in British Columbia when they noticed movement on a distant hilltop. Curious about what they had stumbled upon, they decided to zoom in with their camera and capture the moment. To their surprise, they spotted a hairy creature strolling around, its long arms swinging rhythmically. It resembled an ape-like figure, but they couldn't quite place what they were looking at. Intrigued and unsettled, the couple reviewed the footage later and realized it depicted something far from an ordinary animal. Eager for answers, they shared the video online, hoping someone out there could identify the mysterious creature. Phantom Canyon. On a cold, eerie night, a man set out to visit the infamous Phantom Canyon Road.
I feel like if there were any place that I would... The freak was that?
A place whispered to be haunted. As he arrived, an unsettling feeling crept over him. This place, if anywhere could be haunted, it's got to be here, he muttered, his voice tinged with unease. As he ventured further, the quiet night was interrupted by strange sounds, a faint, otherworldly singing. I keep hearing stuff, but I'm 98% sure it's just bats making weird noises, right? Or maybe it's just my mind playing tricks on me, but no, I swear I just heard singing, distant singing. It's so faint that I'm struggling to hear it. Maybe the sound's bouncing off the tunnel walls or something, but it honestly sounds like people singing. Despite the quiet, his gut told him something was off. The more he tried to rationalize it, the more convinced he became that something paranormal was happening. As the night deepened, A sudden loud thud shattered the silence. His heart leaped as his flashlight flickered. Okay, I hope the camera caught that. I just heard a thud outside. It sounded like something hit my van. His hands trembled as he switched on the outdoor light. He peered through the windows, but the night offered nothing but an empty, eerie stillness.
Hello? I literally have no idea what that noise could have been. It sounded like something bumping into my van.
I'm shaking right now. Summoning his courage, he stepped outside to investigate, but there was no sign of life or source for the noise. Just the cold, silent night staring back at him. The hours dragged on, each sound amplifying his unease. When dawn finally broke, he left Phantom Canyon Road with a palpable sense of relief, vowing never to return to that chilling place's haunting whispers. Woman a trail camera, set up in the eerie pine barrens of New Jersey, captured a strange, unexplainable image. A deer stands clearly in the foreground, but it's the mysterious figure lurking in the background that leaves viewers unsettled. One observer described it as resembling a wooden chair with a woman seated in it, while others insist it's just two deer standing in an odd position. The truth behind this eerie scene remains a chilling puzzle that may never be solved. Well, in the woods, while hiking through a dense forest, a group of friends stumbles upon an old dried-up well. Intrigued, they decide to investigate.
We've got a muddy cave, and we found something else in the woods we're going to check out. Look. What's down there? First time for everything.
Oh yeah, a little hole down here. It keeps going.
I wish I would have paid attention to where you stepped.
What they find inside leaves them utterly stunned. This is insane. It's not just a well, it leads to some kind of dungeon. A dungeon? But who built this? And why? Instead of the deep, empty pit they were expecting, the well reveals a hidden staircase spiraling downward.
This is crazy. It was a well.
Step by step, they descend, the air growing colder with every move. At the bottom, they uncover something unbelievable, a hidden space that looks like a makeshift shelter. Who lived here and why? Could this be a secret hideout? Someone trying to disappear? The unsettling discovery raises more questions than answers, and the eerie silence surrounding the hidden chamber only adds to the mystery. Abandoned home. A person was filming as an abandoned house, expecting to find nothing out of the ordinary. Within seconds, something unexpected appeared in the frame.
How much you want?
A face appeared unsettling, unexpected, and out of place in the desolate ruins of the abandoned building. For a fleeting moment, the viewer was left wondering, was this a living person, or the spectral presence of a ghost silently claiming the space as its own? London fire. In Seattle, a man was heading back to his car when something unusual caught his eye, a vehicle engulfed in flames. Alarmed, he hurried over to see if anyone needed help. But this wasn't your typical car fire. As he approached, he was startled to find a woman sitting inside, completely calm, as if oblivious to the inferno surrounding her.
Hello?
No, I'm okay.
You okay?
Yeah. No, I was just
All right.
setting my purse on fire because it's cold.
Hello? Are you okay? The man asked, concerned. Oh, I'm fine, she replied nonchalantly. I just set my purse on fire because I was cold. Her casual explanation only deepened the mystery. How did this bizarre scene come to be, and why was she so unaffected by the chaos? The answers remain unknown. Mine. This group of people was wandering through the woods when they came across something downright
Hola, bruja.
You could see a pale figure, cloaked in black, standing eerily still among the trees, her presence chilling under the beams of their flashlights. She didn't move, didn't speak, just stared back at them, unblinking, as if daring them to come closer. The group called out, their voices trembling, but she gave no response. In a bold, perhaps foolish act, one of them hurled something at her. The object struck, and to their utter horror, the figure toppled over instantly. Panic surged, and without a second thought, they bolted out of the woods. But the question lingered in their minds. Who or what had they encountered that night? Mysterious figure. Vivian Hoffman was driving into the forest when she captured something eerie and shared it on the Kentucky Mysteries Facebook page. The video captures a blurry figure cloaked in mystery, seemingly dressed in a hat and flowing robe. Speculation runs wild. Could it be a ghost, a shadowy entity, or simply an unsettling stranger? With Cui's infamous reputation for hauntings, this eerie apparition only amplifies a spine-chilling atmosphere, leaving viewers with an unsettling sense of dread. Dogman. While cruising along a quiet road in North Carolina, a hunter's dashcam captured something truly extraordinary. The footage reveals a towering, dark-furred creature darting into the woods, estimated to stand between 6 and 7 feet tall and moving in a distinctly human-like way. The mysterious figure has ignited a flurry of speculation. Could this be the elusive Bigfoot? While skeptics question the video's legitimacy, many in the paranormal community are convinced it could be the real deal. Surprise attack. A hunter was heading toward his door when he noticed something terrifying just in time. A jaw-dropping moment unfolded as a Ring camera captured a massive snake dangling ominously from a doorframe. The footage shows just how narrowly a man avoided walking straight into its path. Thankfully, he spotted the slithering predator just in time and backed away before it had a chance to strike. Each of these encounters is a stark reminder of the risks and mysteries that come with exploring the wild. Always be prepared, stay alert, and respect nature. Have you ever had a hiking experience that sent chills down your spine? Share your story in the comments below. Imagine this. You're deep in the wilderness, miles away from civilization, and the only sounds around you are the rustling leaves and distant calls of wildlife. Then out of nowhere, you hear a branch snap, but you're certain you're alone. Your heart pounds as you turn around only to see something or someone lurking in the shadows. Hiking is meant to be a peaceful escape, but for some it becomes a nightmare they'll never forget. From eerie figures watching from the trees to chilling encounters with unknown creatures, these are the scariest hiker encounters you should not watch alone. Scuba divers. Scuba divers were filming fish when something unexpected happened. A bolt of lightning struck the water's surface above them, unleashing a shock wave that roared through the depths like an underwater explosion. The sound, amplified by the unique way it travels underwater, was deafening. One diver, with 25 years of experience, likened the experience to being slammed by a speeding truck, leaving him so rattled he couldn't dive for days. Miraculously, despite the sheer force of nature, the divers escaped without any serious injuries. Creepy woman. This group of people was wandering through the woods when they came across something downright. You could see a pale figure cloaked in black standing eerily still among the trees, her presence chilling under the beams of their flashlights. She didn't move, didn't speak, just stared back at them, unblinking, as if daring them to come closer. The group called out, their voices trembling, but she gave no response. In a bold, perhaps foolish act, one of them hurled something at her. The object struck, and to their utter horror, the figure toppled over instantly. Panic surged, and without a second thought, they bolted out of the woods. But the question lingered in their minds. Who or what had they encountered that night? Cryptid monster. This person was hiking when something truly unexpected happened. A bizarre figure suddenly emerged from behind the pipeline, darting into view. The creature's hunched, hairless body was entirely exposed, its eerie movements sending chills down the spine. It sprinted with unsettling agility, its hands nearly grazing the ground with each stride. To this day, the true identity of what or who this man crossed paths with remains a chilling enigma. Blood. A group of friends decided to use the Randonautica app for some fun and adventure, but their harmless outing took a bizarre and unsettling turn.
What is that?
It seems pretty fresh.
Is that what the?
Is it blood?
No,
that could be paint.
Hold up, is that a trail? Wait, look.
So there's like a blood trail, so we're following it right now. So the blood leads over here, and it keeps going.
Wait, what is that? Is that fresh? One of them asked, pointing to something on the ground. Another leaned in closer. Is that blood? Nah, it can't be. Wait, could it be paint? But then someone spotted something even more chilling. Hold up, look at this. It's a trail, a blood trail. Curiosity outweighed their fear as they decided to follow it. The eerie path led them under a bridge, the smell turning foul as they ventured further. Man, it reeks down here, one of them muttered. Yeah, but look, the blood trail's getting thicker, another replied, their voice uneasy. This is so messed up. Then something happened that none of them could explain. As they looked around, someone said, "All right, I'm going. I can't do this." But just as they turned to leave, they heard it. "Help me." A voice, faint but clear, echoed from the shadows. Yet, when they looked around, there was no one there. Panic set in, and the group bolted, abandoning the trail in their curiosity. To this day, there's been no follow-up on what they heard or saw. Was someone truly in need of help? Or was it all a sinister trap to lure them into danger? Haunted Train on September 2nd, 2024, TikTok channel TRF Hobby, known for its fun, train-inspired content.
I don't think anybody's driving. I'll pop up and see. Whoa, that's a creepy skeleton. This has been moving for a while. Yikes.
Posted something that sent chills down their followers' spines. The video followed a man on a camping and hiking trip through the woods, exploring abandoned railways in hopes of snapping photos of some forgotten trains. But after a long trek, he stumbled upon something incredibly bizarre. Oh boy, what do we have here? Spooky train of some sort. That's weird. To his shock, he discovered an old train slowly moving on its own through the desolate woods. I don't think anybody's driving this thing. Let's hop up and see. As he climbed aboard, his heart skipped a beat. Sitting in the engineer's seat was what appeared to be a creepy skeleton prop. Thinking it might be a prank, he decided to investigate further. But what happened next was beyond anything he expected. "I wonder where it's headed. Let's see if we can open this door." Before he could finish, he froze. Inside the train, a white, ghostly figure floated silently. Pure terror washed over him as he realized this was no ordinary prank. He bolted from the scene, leaving behind the unsettling sight of the self-moving train. Was this an elaborate joke, or something far more mysterious? And most haunting of all, how could the train move on its own? Selfie with a ghost? A driver in Armenia, Colombia, the man took a selfie near a cemetery and everything seemed normal. When you first glance at the photo, it seems ordinary. A man sitting alone in his car. But take a closer look at the back seat and chills are guaranteed. A strange woman appears to be sitting behind him, her face eerily resembling a mask. The man swears no one was in the car with him when the photo was taken. To add to the mystery, the account that originally posted the image has since vanished. While skeptics dismiss it as a hoax or a glitch in the camera, others are certain there's something supernatural at play. The origin of the image remains an unsolved enigma, leaving everyone wondering who or what was really there. Hiking gone wrong. A man was hiking in the rain in East China province when he experienced a life-threatening accident. He lost his footing and tumbled off the cliff, but just as disaster seemed inevitable, a sturdy tree broke his fall, saving him from what could have been a life-altering injury or worse. Gettysburg. While camping in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, a family experienced something so astonishing they immediately stopped what they were doing and started recording. Don't move.
I don't see nothing down there. Can't be the motorcycles, honey. There's nothing sparkling. You see what I'm saying?
What's that? What is that?
Tree.
No. You moved it, right? Right there. See it?
Uh-huh.
Look. There's nobody there. I can't see. Look. Isn't it those people?
Can't be.
There's nobody.
Not up in the trees.
There's nobody down there no more. See?
Right there. See it? I don't see anything. Well, it can't be the motorcycles. Honey, look, there's another spark. Do you see what I'm saying? What is that? That's not a tree. Look at those figures. There's nobody else out here. No trees. Nothing initially. They thought the strange lights and movements might just be other people. But as they watched closely, the figures moved in ways no human ever could. Some believe these were the ghostly soldiers of the Civil War, eternally marching in the same lines they did on the day they fell. Skeptics suggest the lights could be hikers' flashlights, but the family insists it looked like nothing they'd ever seen before. Abnormal. This trail camera captured some disturbing footage. From the shadows of the dense trees emerged a strange creature, its movements fluid and alien, blurring the line between reality and illusion. Abandoned church. A photographer stumbled across an abandoned church and couldn't resist exploring its eerie beauty. As he examined the faded pictures on the walls, something unsettling caught his eye, sending him sprinting out in panic. Later, while reviewing his footage in slow motion, he discovered a spine-chilling detail, a mysterious figure staring at him from a window. In another frame, just moments before he fled, the same figure appeared seated on a bench. The haunting discovery leaves one lingering question: who or what was watching him? Ritual. This YouTuber set out to explore a remote, eerie area notorious for bizarre activity. As he ventured further, strange, unsettling sounds began to echo through the trees. Chilling enough to make anyone's heart race. Then, he saw them. A group of figures cloaked in black robes stood ominously in the middle of the forest. Panic surged and he bolted, only to stumble upon yet another sinister gathering. Was this a glimpse into a real-life ritual, or had he unknowingly walked into an elaborate hoax? Either way, it was a night he wouldn't soon forget. Creepy sounds. A man hiking deep in the forest for 4 months suddenly heard this, a chilling sound echoing through the trees, sending shivers racing down his spine. Heart pounding, he bolted, but the haunting noises clung to him, surrounding him from every direction. What kind of sinister force could be creating such unsettling sounds? Grandfather or grandmother took a photo of her granddaughter during a trip. Everything seemed normal until she reviewed the pictures later. In the second photo, a shadowy figure materialized beside the girl, sparking an eerie thought in the grandmother's mind. She believes it could be the spirit of her late husband watching over them. The figure seemed to mirror his posture, had a similar build, and even appeared to be dressed in the same clothes he once wore. Airbnb. 2 friends were spending the night at an Airbnb when they heard heavy footsteps pounding across the roof. It was late, and curiosity mixed with unease spurred one of them into action. Grabbing a camera and flashlight, he stepped outside to investigate.
What the fuck is that? What in the fuck? Wait a minute. Hey!
As the beam of light swept across the roof, he froze. What the? His voice laced with confusion. Something strange was up there. Determined, he climbed up for a closer look. But by the time he reached the top, whatever it was had disappeared. Where the hell did it go? He muttered, scanning the shadows. Little did he know, the mysterious figure hadn't gone far. From a hidden spot, it seemed to be watching him. Some claim it was the Rake, a pale, terrifying creature of myth known for its sudden and violent attacks. Others dismiss it as a person in a mask or even an elaborate prank. But one unsettling question lingers. How close was he to danger? Kiowa Haunted Street. On November 13th, 2023, at exactly 3:25 a.m., a camper sat in bed, engrossed in a game of bingo on their laptop. The quiet of the night was shattered by a faint, eerie sound. Drifting from outside a horse's distant neigh. The haunting cry echoed across the campsite. Once a bustling horse farm, but now eerily abandoned. Gripped by curiosity, they grabbed their phone to record. As they pointed it toward the darkness, a chilling sight emerged, a ghostly white figure materializing out of the shadows. This wasn't the campers' first unsettling experience at the infamous farmhouse, a sight steeped in tales of paranormal activity. But it was the first time they captured something this spine-tingling on camera. Parka mother and her young daughter were enjoying a day at the park near a thick forest. As her daughter laughed and played, the mother captured the joyful moments on video. But it wasn't until she reviewed the footage later that she noticed something deeply unsettling. Behind her daughter, a strange face had appeared, its features eerily unnatural, almost mask-like. The mother, who later shared the video online, insisted they had been completely alone in the park that day, adding an even more chilling layer to the mysterious sighting. Highway May. In April 2010, a group of friends was driving home late at night when something strange caught their attention. Off to the side of the highway, a vehicle was parked, its purpose unclear. But as they got closer, they noticed a figure moving slowly along the roadside railing.
ده بني ادم ابن كلب على فكره عايد ابن سلوم جهز عربيتك يا شريف اطلع يا شريف هون مين يطلع يا شريف لا يا عم يا عم ممكن يكون مكبوب على فكره يا عم اطلع والله العظيم ما اقعد هنا يا عم اطلع
At first it was hard to make out the shape, but as it came into focus, it became chillingly apparent. It was a person, draped in white, walking with eerie deliberation. The driver froze, panic setting in. He shouted in Arabic, his heart racing, and slammed on the gas, speeding away from the unsettling scene. Yet even as fear gripped him, one thought lingered in his mind, gnawing at him. What if that person was in desperate need of help? Each of these encounters is a stark reminder of the risks and mysteries that come with exploring the wild. Always be prepared, stay alert, and respect nature. Have you ever had a hiking experience that sent chills down your spine? Share your story in the comments below.
Imagine standing in the heart of nature, surrounded by towering trees and endless silence. Suddenly, a rustle in the bushes, a shadow crossing your path, or a sound you can't explain sends shivers down your spine. These are 20 encounters that no one was supposed to see. This will make you think twice before venturing into the wilderness. Shadowy figures. A family decided to spend a getaway in a secluded cottage deep in the Finnish wilderness, a place that, years ago, housed over 60 woodcutters crammed into its tiny space. One chilly evening, as the snow blanketed the ground and darkness swallowed the landscape, they ventured outside to explore. Armed with a camera, they snapped photos of their eerie surroundings. But one photo caught their breath. A shadowy figure appeared to be walking nearby. Here's the chilling part. The family had stuck together the entire time. The heavy snow and pitch-black night made wandering off nearly impossible. So who or what was in that photo? Could they have stumbled upon the lingering ghost of one of the long-gone woodcutters? Terrifying scream, a Michigan man set out to film a relaxing ASMR video during a serene walk through the woods. But what started as a tranquil stroll quickly turned into a spine-chilling ordeal when he stumbled upon an abandoned part of the forest and was met with a blood-curdling scream echoing through the trees. The scream could send a chill down your spine. What could be that sound? The hiker thought he could have been a Bigfoot, or was it something far more sinister? Strange noise. Imagine driving home and you heard a strange loud noise. What will be your reaction? Now a group of friends were driving home after a fun day in the woods when strange noises began to echo around them. At first, it sounded like the typical rustling and chirping of the forest, but the sounds quickly grew louder, darker, and far more chilling. They could never pinpoint the source of the eerie sounds, but one thing was certain, it wasn't anything normal or harmless. Luckily, they were in the car, able to hit the gas and leave the unsettling encounter in their rearview mirror. Lake Creature. It is one thing to capture the beauty of the lake, and it is another thing to capture a creature. A man while filming the lake noticed something moving. As you can see, that wasn't a crocodile or a hippopotamus, but the creature kept coming closer to the shore. The murky water blurred its features. But one thing was certain, this was nothing he had anticipated. Moments later, the mysterious creature slipped into the depths, vanishing without a trace. The man stood by the lake, eyes scanning the rippling surface, yearning for another glimpse. Yet the eerie figure never returned. Fire in the sky. A couple was enjoying a tranquil evening hike in the woods when something extraordinary caught their attention in the sky.
What is this?
So many. There are so many. Babe, why would...
Their voice trembling with both awe and curiosity. Dozens of bright fiery lights blazed across the night sky, moving in patterns unlike anything they'd ever seen, hovering, darting, and dancing in the air with an almost otherworldly grace. Grabbing their phones, they hurried to capture the strange spectacle, hoping someone out there could help unravel the mystery. Also, this could have been a light box. Well, if it wasn't, what could have that been? Bizarre sighting. While this family was enjoying a peaceful stay in their secluded cabin, their security camera picked up something that would send chills down your spine. If you look closely at some figures running, and also look closely again, you could see some of those figures when they jumped over the fence, it became motionless. Could these figures be ghosts? Or is there another supernatural force at work? Mysterious suitcase. 3 friends decided to try out the Randonautica app, curious to see where it might lead them. Following the coordinates to West Seattle Beach, everything seemed perfectly ordinary until they stumbled upon something chillingly out of place. So we just found the suitcase and we're gunning to get it okay, so they're like opening it up with the sticks because we don't want it, guys. There's a bag. There's like a black bag in there.
Oh, it is a bag. Oh my god. And it's like, it washed up. Called the police and we're waiting for them to come. So we called the police twice. It's been 2 hours and the water is like rising. The suitcase is like closing.
When they opened the suitcase, an unbearable stench immediately hit them, and they knew they had to call the police. What followed was a chilling discovery that would haunt them forever. Inside the suitcase were human remains. The bodies belonged to Jessica Lewis and Austin Wenner, a couple who had been brutally murdered. The perpetrator, their landlord, Michael Lee Dudley. Frustrated by unpaid rent and angered by the couple's alleged criminal activities, Dudley took matters into his own hands in the most horrifying way. He killed them and attempted to dispose of their bodies in the suitcase. The shocking discovery ultimately led to Dudley receiving a life sentence, but for the friends who stumbled upon this nightmare, that day will remain in their memories forever. Dog humbled a leopard. A dog was resting peacefully by a serene forest road when, out of nowhere, something shocking happened. A leopard suddenly leaped out of the shadows and attacked. But this wasn't any ordinary dog. This brave canine fought back, barking fiercely and standing its ground. After an intense standoff, the leopard finally retreated. Against all odds, the courageous dog emerged victorious and unharmed. White Figure A hiker moved into a secluded cabin deep in the wilderness, hoping for some peace and solitude. But during their very first week, their security camera caught something chilling. In the dead of night, a figure dressed in white wandered through the yard, moving eerily in the moonlight. With the cabin surrounded by dense forest and miles away from the nearest neighbor, the hiker couldn't shake an overwhelming sense of dread. Desperate for answers, they shared the unsettling footage, hoping someone could help uncover what, or who, might be lurking in the shadows. You are not alone. A group of friends ventured into an abandoned house hidden deep within the eerie woods of Japan. The video starts with shaky footage of crumbling, decayed rooms. But then, without them noticing, they unknowingly capture something chilling on camera. Suddenly, a pale, ghostly hand emerges from the shadows, gripping the edge of the wall, only to vanish as quickly as it appeared. Undeterred, the explorers push further into the house, oblivious to the sinister presence lurking in the darkness. As the camera pans past a doorway, it briefly catches the haunting glimpse of a face. No one knew how the night ended for the explorers. It forever remained a mystery. Bigfoot. While a man was filming his friend struggling to free a car stuck in the snow on a winding mountain road in Romania, something peculiar caught his eye in the forest. As the camera zoomed in, a large hairy figure could be seen walking upright in the distance. Its appearance bore a striking resemblance to the legendary Bigfoot, a creature famously linked to North America. This jaw-dropping sighting sparks an intriguing question. Could Bigfoot's domain extend to Eastern Europe, or is there another explanation behind this mysterious figure? Long Arms. A man and his family lived in an isolated cabin in a remote forest where they set up security cameras around the house to capture wildlife. But one night, one of the cameras recorded a terrifying sight. An unnaturally pale figure with long arms emerging from the shadows. It appeared to be walking on two legs. Before he could react, the figure vanished into the shadows, leaving him frozen in a whirlwind of uncertainty. Was it a ghostly apparition or a pale stranger lurking in the night? The encounter grew even more perplexing when he noticed the figure was wearing black shoes, an oddly human touch that only deepened the mystery. In the woods, this camper set off on a solo adventure deep into the heart of the dense woods, eager to bask in the tranquility of nature. At first, everything seemed picture perfect, until he spotted something that sent a chill down his spine. Day 2 of our expedition, we survived the storm, but we won't survive. Look closely and you will see a massive spider lurked ominously in the corner. A likely candidate for a wolf spider. These creatures aren't just big. Their intimidating appearance is matched by their venomous bite. Known for their aggressive nature when provoked, a wolf spider's bite can deliver more than just a scare. It can cause intense pain, swelling, and in some cases trigger a serious allergic reaction. These spiders are far from mere nuisances. They're nature's creeping, crawling nightmares. I am right behind you. While reminiscing over old photos with their sister, a Reddit user came across one particularly unsettling image taken in a forest in the background. A dark humanoid figure could be seen near the woods, partially concealed in the shadows. The figure seemed oddly inhuman, its features blurred and indistinct. The sister, gripped by a mix of curiosity and unease, wondered if it could be a ghost or perhaps a shadowy apparition. With no logical explanation in sight, the mystery only deepened. Mysterious figure. On April 5, 2018, Hunter M. shared a trail camp photo from the Dove Crockett National Forest in Grown, Texas, asking for help identifying a mysterious humanoid figure in the image. In the comments, Brian McLaughlin shared a chilling encounter from 2018 near the same forest, where he witnessed two alien-like orbs darting alongside his vehicle at an unnerving speed before vanishing into thin air. While no one can say for sure what the trail cam captured, one thing is certain: something eerie is unfolding in those woods. Eccentric woman Alyssa Cross spotted an eccentric woman staggering down the street like a zombie, swaying left and right as if she had no control over her own body. The sight was haunting, but what happened next remains a mystery. UFO. While hiking through a rugged mountain range, a group of adventurers spotted something extraordinary in the sky. Acting quickly, they grabbed a camera and captured footage of a mysterious glowing light streaking across the heavens at breakneck speed. The object darted and maneuvered in ways that seemed to defy the laws of physics, leaving no doubt this wasn't your average aircraft. The jaw-dropping footage has sparked heated debates. Could this be a top-secret military experiment? Or have they stumbled upon a genuine encounter with an unidentified flying object? Leaf monster. While kayaking on Yale Lake, a man stumbles upon a bizarre phenomenon. Large bubbles mysteriously rising from the lakebed in rapid bursts. There's no current to explain them, just an endless stream of bubbles breaking the surface. Intrigued, he films the spectacle, even submerging his camera to get a closer look. But the source remains elusive. Suddenly, a massive bubble erupts with explosive force, spewing mud, leaves, and a foul stench into the air.
Go, go, go! What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck just happened? Something just happened that we caught on camera. Holy shit. That was awesome.
While some speculate this could be evidence of a lake monster, others lean toward a more scientific explanation. What really lies beneath the surface of Yale Lake? Night figure. While hiking through the forest late at night, a man heard strange, unsettling noises nearby. With each cautious step, his flashlight cut through the darkness, revealing something spine-chilling, a white figure gliding through the trees, draped in what appeared to be a long flowing dress. The thick shadows made it nearly impossible to make out any details, and before he could get a closer look, the figure vanished into the night. The eerie footage leaves us questioning. What did he really encounter out there? A ghostly apparition, or something far more mysterious? Pale creature. A Reddit user recently posted a chilling infrared image captured in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, under the cover of night. The eerie photo reveals a pale, short humanoid figure lurking behind a tree. Its unsettling stance and ghostly complexion clearly distinguish it from a typical human. Many have drawn comparisons to cryptid creatures like the rake or a skinwalker, notorious for their shape-shifting powers. Given Gettysburg's infamous reputation for hauntings and its tragic history, some believe the figure could be a ghostly apparition tied to the area's past. Of course, there's always the chance it's just a twisted tree stump, but who's to say? Each of these encounters is a stark reminder of the risks and mysteries that come with exploring the wild. Always be prepared, stay alert, and respect nature. Have you ever had a hiking experience that sent chills down your spine? Share your story in the comments below.